Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you all very much. And this is a song we're going to play called Christmas Ain't the Same. And I'm standing it out to Steve Johnson and his family. A little thing about memories. Take care, folks.
Well, Christmas ain't the same as I remember it to be. I don't know what's different, if the change is just in me, but I'll take it just the same. I'll take what I can get. Well, Donnie's got a grandma hash and a baggie full of weed. We like to keep things natural here, we don't mess with meth or speed. He rolls another joint and papers that taste like candy canes. Tom lights up a cigarette and nobody complains. Don't go falling in the tree. Don't bring up his ex-wife Peggy Lee. Let's all hug and smile and try to sing a happy song. But Christmas ain't the same since you've been gone. Well, Peggy's pregnant once again, she thinks nobody knows. She's been hanging with that widow Dan, or so the story goes. His wife, she passed last year, and Peggy was so kind. With open arms she'd comfort him, and he don't seem to mind. Well, don't go falling in the trees. Don't bring up his ex-wife Peggy Lee. Let's all hug and smile and try to sing a happy song. But Christmas ain't the same since you've been gone. Well, Grandma's got her shoes off, she's napping on the chair. Her dress is open for all to see, but no one seems to care. And I'll take it just the same. I'll take what I can get. Well, Christmas ain't the same as I remember it to be. I don't know what's different, if the change is just in me. Don't go falling in the tree. Don't bring up his ex-wife Peggy Lee. Let's all hug and smile and try to sing a happy song. But Christmas ain't the same since you've been gone. No, Christmas ain't the same since you've been gone. No, Christmas ain't the same since you've been gone.
I think the first thing I want to know is, when did you write that song?
Okay. I don't know.
Is this song about your family? Is it actually?
No, sort of, sort of, but, you know, the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
So, yeah, all the girls' names are Peggy.
All the girls are Peggy. Yeah, it's...
Obviously, it was around Christmas time.
I wrote that
song.
song.
How many years ago that was?
I think it would have been 3 or 4 years ago, anyways. I'm going to say 3.
Okay.
I'm going to say 3, and tonight we're dedicating it to Steve Johnson and the family, because I've never dedicated it to anybody before. It's taken Mr. Grant 3 years to learn this song.
Who's Steve Johnson?
The former owner of...
My friend from down North Carolina.
Oh, the former owner of the guitar. Okay.
Former owner of this guitar. This was his guitar, and that was his dad's guitar, the 2 Martins. And I got them both from him, and I love them both. They're great guitarists.
And they have a dysfunctional family, obviously.
They do now.
Well, no. The Christmas song wasn't written for them.
It's just dedicated. I know.
Oh, I see what you're saying, right? Yeah. I guess probably I should be careful who I dedicate that song to. Yeah, that's interesting.
Shades of Ron Hines.
Shades of Ron Hines, yeah. I'm going to dedicate a song to you. But this is interesting. Does that look like me? Some striking resemblance?
Looks more like you.
Something.
Looks more like you than it looks like me.
What about this one? This one looks like me too. Do they both look like me?
How was that bad?
These are paintings that
This one looks more like you.
Klarissa Kocsis did these. She has a book coming out called Clarissa's Dreams Redux. It's the second version of it. She's painted a bunch of people. And she asked if she could paint me, and I said sure. And I thought that was kind of interesting and very cool. So that's coming out in January, that book. It's a coffee table type book, so it'll be fun. And I also wanted to mention this amp. Mr. Grant, we went down to Connecticut and played at NERFA recently. And it's always hard for the bass players because lugging around a bass amp is a real drag. And bringing a stand-up bass is just as much of a drag. So
Small block.
the Small Block 106 from Traynor, who, full disclosure, I am endorsed by them. And I'm endorsed by them because they make great friggin' gear. But this thing, for all you people out doing house concerts and doing little folk conferences and stuff, and you got a bass player who's looking for something, I recommend this. It's pretty easy to carry around, and it sounds bloody great. So there's that.
I agree.
Yeah. And Mr. Grant's getting ready to go to Costa Rica after Christmas. You excited about that?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm over the top excited
Over the top.
about it.
I bet you
Yeah,
are. I bet you are.
Very nice.
Go visit your brother,
Yes.
your brother Al.
10 days of sun.
That'll be all right.
That'll be nice.
Yes.
And that.
Okay, don't get into the butt sanding, okay?
And I guess it'd be an appropriate time to mention the sort of the guys that I've been hanging out with and playing with recently. The last year for me has been a fucking nightmare, and things are going great. I want to thank you all for being around and helping out, supporting me in various different ways. But these guys here have been crucial to my survival. Neil Lucy, who plays guitar and is a very good friend. Ken Grant over here, who's been playing bass with me for, we got to be on 10 years now.
Yeah.
And the guy behind the camera is Steve Dagg.
How's it going?
You can see him in the photos, but he's also a great drummer and a good friend. So these four guys have been really making my life wonderful. So we'll be doing the record from here at this studio starting in January, and that'll be fun.
The fourth guy is Stan.
Well, the
Yeah.
fifth guy, the fifth,
No,
fifth member of the band.
Wait, well, never mind. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the third or fourth or fifth.
Oh, Stan's
Stan's
stock.
camera shy. Stan's just a little camera shy.
What?